So we have a 5-year-old boy having a difficulty in seeing the blackboard. So seeing the blackboard is a very common problem with the children, and they are highly myopic. Now, along with the highly myopic, he is also having short stature, short stubby fingers, broad hands and tight joints. Can you tell me the diagnosis of this? Let us see how much pediatrics and medicine you know, because maximum times you guys are studying that only. Can you tell me the diagnosis of this baby nahi kahenge, 5-year hai, this boy who is actually highly myopic. He is not able to see the blackboard, and he is short stature, short stubby fingers, broad hands and tight joints. Anybody who can tell me the diagnosis of this? If you are able to tell me the diagnosis, then I will give marks before even going to the options. Avinash has done that, huh? Anybody else? This is a very, very typical syndrome called as the Weil-Marchesani. Very, very typical one. That is your Weil-Marchesani syndrome. Now, in this Weil-Marchesani syndrome, it is autosomal recessive. So, we can have the normal appearing parents. Because it is autosomal recessive, I can have the normal appearing parents. And in this Weil-Marchesani syndrome, I've got a lot of lens anomalies. Like I can have ectopia lentis. Then I can have microphakia. And I can also have microspherophakia. So there could be subluxation of lens here and there. I can have small size lens, micro. I can also have small spherical lens. So there is a high risk of lens dislocation in these patients, but not with the trauma. It's not related with the trauma. So this is false. Then which of the following is most likely? Sorry, it's an autosomal recessive condition. So this is again false because it is an autosomal recessive condition. So I cannot have the normal appearing parents. It has to be the dominant one, only then it will appear. Now there are two things. It can go to the angle closure glaucoma. Now yes, it is prone to the angle closure glaucoma, but that will be aggravated by pilocarpine या फिर cycloplegics. तो दोनों देके देखते हैं. Suppose my patient is something like this and I have a small spherical lens here and I give the cycloplegics. ठीक है? Cycloplegics. Now as I give this cycloplegics, what will happen? This will actually paralyze the ciliary muscle. When the ciliary muscle is paralyzed, there will be tightening of the zonules. There will be tightening of the zonules. And due to the tightening of the zonules, what will happen? This lens goes backward. So the lens is going backward, so you do not have the precipitation of angle closure glaucoma. But on the other hand, if I give the pilocarpine, this is a miotic. So even the pupillary size is decreasing here. So obviously it can precipitate it towards the angle closure glaucoma. So yes, it is prone to angle closure glaucoma, but not by the cycloplegics, but by the miotics or the pilocarpine. Yes. No, Preeti, this is not Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, हमेशा याद रखो, it will definitely have blue sclera. So here you do not have the blue sclera also. This is Weil-Marchesani syndrome. Very, very important, because always take my words whenever you are having INI CET paper, na, the systemic involvement of all these are very, very important, and that is why in every topic I have tried to given you the systemic involvement. Last time also iritis ka systemic involvement they had asked, KF ring ka systemic involvement they has asked. So keeping all that, I have done so much of study over this, and only then I have come up with this. So answer to your question will be A, prone to the angle closure glaucoma by the administration of pilocarpine. So is this clear, guys? Answer is A.